Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this video. Okay, I'm going to make it really quick. All right, guys, this is for video one. I'm sorry, this is for article one, Tuesday's article. Okay, the title of the article is on the screen. It's Jason Reynolds named National Ambassador for Young People's Literature. Okay, and the genre is going to be arts and culture. Okay, so this man must be Jason Reynolds. Okay, and literature, young people. Okay, he doesn't look young, but I think he wants kids thinking about literature. Okay, young people. All right, so you could read this, give you a little bit more details about him. But first, guys, I want you to read the questions really quick. There's only four, and there's two types of questions. All right, there's the easier ones. All right, ideas. And then there's the little bit more thinking ones, author's purpose. Okay, ideas and author's purpose. Easier to find, okay, more thinking is how I think about it. All right, guys, stay with me. I'm gonna make it very, very quick. All right, so if you're looking at the screen, okay, here's the question. What is the relationship about Reynolds and StoryCorps? Okay, StoryCorps and the man Reynolds. Next question. Sorry, I might have to sneeze. Excuse me. I think it's something to ate. Okay, here's question number two. According to the article, how does Reynolds plan to help kids value reading and writing more? Okay, how does his plan help kids value reading and writing more? That's what we will be thinking about. Those two are the ideas questions. Now we're moving into the author's purpose questions, more thinking. I think I'm blocking my light here, so maybe I should do something like this. All right. Hopefully you guys can see me well. All right. I'm sorry. Something like that as well. All right, guys, here we go. The harder questions. Again, author's purpose. Reynolds says, I want to put the ambassador around their necks. Why does he say this? Why does he say this? Okay, I'll be looking for that and thinking about that in the story. And the last question, and this is again author's purpose. What does the author want the reader to understand about stories? Okay, so we're thinking about stories and kids, and then someone gets a medal. All right, I'm going to go back to question number one. Oop, no, I'm not. One, two. Okay, and we're there. Okay, guys, so I'm going to show you how to find the rest of these questions. You should go read the article right now. Waiting. Please go read the article. Okay, and then once you read it, you can also highlight things. Okay, just want to remember that and delete it. Okay, and I did this. So, guys, question number one. What is the relationship between Reynolds and StoryCorps? So I looked for this word and I highlighted it. I kind of remembered because I just read the article that the word is near the bottom. Okay, and guys, I highlight in red when I think, for when I'm using this system, I highlight in red because it sticks out to me. I think I found the answer. Okay, so in the last section, there's StoryCorps. StoryCorps is a group that will help Reynolds. StoryCorps is working on collecting oral histories, which are stories that are recorded instead of written down. Later, the stories will be added to the American Folklife Center at the Library of Congress. That sounds very, very important. So let's look at our options. What is the relationship between Reynolds, the man in the article, and StoryCorps? Okay, A, Reynolds will visit small towns as a spokesperson to raise support for StoryCorps. No, because they just mentioned it down here. He is not visiting the small towns to raise support. No. Okay, not raise support for StoryCorps. Next, StoryCorps recorded his books Ghost Long Way Down. No. His books were mentioned in the article above. StoryCorps did not have to do with it. Okay, next. They both teach children to write their own stories. Okay, is he teaching kids to write their own stories? Is he teaching students how to write their own stories? Not exactly. He wants students to, but he's not the teacher. He's more of like an example. Okay. Next, they are working on an oral history project together. Is that what it says here? Yes, it is. Okay. So again, you can find these ideas in the text. The answer is D. Okay, write these down. And guys, I do want to show you one thing. I forgot to mention it. The lexile up here is 820. I am setting this for you. You cannot change it for this article, but I'm going to leave it open for Wednesday's article. Okay, you can increase it if you think this is too easy, or you can lower it 1 if you think it's challenging. Okay, just wanted to mention that. I'm glad you're watching the video. Okay, and now you know that. So really quick, question number 2. According to the article, how does Reynolds plan to help kids value reading and writing more? I remembered this, but did I, hold on, I need to do something, I'm sorry. But did I highlight it? So I'm looking for red. Okay, there's some red. Did I have some more? He thinks all the kids' questions should be heard. Ooh, is that in here? So according to the article, how does Reynolds plan to help kids value reading and writing more? By telling them stories and explaining how he became a writer? No, it's not about him. It's about the kids. By encouraging them to ask questions and share their stories. By encouraging them, he thinks all of the kids' questions should be heard, and he wants them to tell stories with a microphone. The answer is B. If we can look at the next two, starting reading and writing clubs in small towns. No, that's not what he's doing. That was a trick question. And then D, by introducing them to his own books. No, it's not about him. He wants kids to read and write. But he's saying that they start with a voice. It starts with a voice. Okay, next question. Again, the answer is B for number 2. Next question. Now, these next 2 questions are more thinking. Why did the author put that in there? Why? What is he saying? Okay, without saying it straight to you. What does he mean by certain things? That's what the author's purpose is. Okay, let's look at these 2 and we're done. Thank you for watching this video. This is the only way I can kind of teach you guys while we are staying safe at home. Okay, let's read it really quick. Reynolds says, I want to put the ambassador medal around their necks. Why does he say this? All right, let's look at our options. Now remember, these are more thinking, so we might not even have to look back in the text unless you feel like you need to. Let's look at our options. A, to show that he thinks kids should choose the national ambassador for young people's literature. What does that mean? Kids should choose it? No. Okay. No, he doesn't want kids to go and just make a decision because he did it when he was a kid. No. B, to show he wants kids to feel that what they have to say is important. I like that. Okay. To show he hopes to inspire kids to become future national ambassadors for young people's literature. Okay, he says, I want to put the ambassador medal around their necks. Shows that to show he hopes to inspire kids. I don't know if it's about that. I think it's just about kids knowing what they say is important. I like B better still. D, to show he believes kids feel more respected when they are rewarded for positive behavior. That's not even part of the story. That's a trick. The answer is B. All right. The answer is B. See? So number 3 is B. Next question, and then we're done. I'm just going over these answers and how you should think to get them right for FSA. FSA, tests, all of that will come back to prove that you're learning. But not this school year, next school year. Okay. Last question. What does the author want the reader to understand about stories? Think about it. In the text, he told you his experience and what he's trying to do right now for students all across the nation. So look, A, stories are most interesting when they are shared in the moment rather than planned ahead. That sounds nice, but that doesn't fit in the text. B, children understand stories best when they talk about them. Maybe. because he says this in the text. He talks about he liked rap music. He wrote poetry when he was younger. He did open mic night. Okay, maybe. C. Telling and listening to stories is as important as reading and writing them. Ah, I really like that. I don't like B anymore because it says children understand stories best when they talk about them. I don't know. That sounds like a fact, and I don't think this man is like trying to tell us about kids. I think he just simply wants kids to try telling and listening to stories and know that it's as important as reading and writing them. Okay, I don't think he's a child professional. I think he's just offering ideas about stories. Telling and listening them is just as important as reading and writing them. Think about it. I like C a lot. D, stories are often inspired by shared experiences. That's just kind of another idea, okay, which you could agree with, kind of like A. It makes sense, but think about the article. This is what the main idea and the purpose, okay, his point of view and his purpose for saying certain things. Answer C. All right, guys, so hopefully you wrote these answers down. If you didn't, go back in the video and look, write them down really quick, and you got all your answers, okay? This is for Article 1 on Tuesday. And again, this is the picture and title, okay? All right, guys, miss you. Thanks for watching the video. Good luck. And remember, tomorrow's article, you're on your own. Email me or message me if you need any help.